Hey everyone, how's it going today? Coach Alvarez here, back at you another episode, Coffee with Coach. Hope you're up doing well, got the mind in the right place. If not, as always, let's put it in the right place. So, came across a really good little clip, little video. I'm just surrounded by this stuff. It's all over my Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, whatever. I click on things, open up my phone, and I'm always getting like really positive, inspirational, motivational stuff about business, finances, working out, eating healthy, um, mental toughness. I mean, you name it, the list goes on of just the things that I like. Obviously, the algorithms out there just kind of feed me the stuff that I like, right? And so that's what I want to talk about today because it's something I just heard. It was a question. There's two guys being interviewed, and or one guy being interviewed. It was two guys, and the one guy asked the other one, like who are you modeling yourself after? Like who are you like looking up to, trying to be like, trying to mimic, trying to follow. And that just takes me right back into what I just said about like when I open up my phone, it's a lot of kettlebells, it's a lot of healthy eating, it's a lot of people working out some form or fashion, it's a lot of real estate, it's a lot of obviously jiu-jitsu videos, business tips, mental toughness videos. It's all these things that I'm looking to be like and to mimic or to follow. And so that's what my phone feeds me, right? And I love it because depending on what you're trying to model and be like, it might be something negative. It might be something sad. It might be something divisive, hateful, whatever. And then that's how your day goes because that's just what you're being fed. So who are you modeling after? It's very important that you be your own person for sure, but there's got to be people out there or certain individuals that are doing better than you, obviously, because there's always room for improvement. All right, I feel like I'm doing really good for myself, but I still want more. I still want to be better, do better, better everything. And so the people that I follow or the people that I model myself after are doing better than me. I'm not going to model myself after someone that doesn't have the things that I have or doesn't have the mental toughness that I have or doesn't work out or is in poor shape and poor health. I'm not going to model myself after those people because that's not where I want to be. I'm always looking to improve. And I think throughout life, you model yourself after certain individuals, whether it's a friend, family member, just whatever, celebrity, a lot of people mimic themselves, and follow celebrities. And I won't go way too off topic on that, but those really aren't good things unless those individuals are doing good things, then it's okay. But if there's celebrities or whoever you're following and aren't really doing positive things in life, then you're probably most likely going to follow suit and do because you look up to them. Whoever you look up to, you're probably going to model and mimic and follow their habits and their ways and stuff like that. But if you're around someone that's working out, eating healthy, has their finances in order, has their credit score in order, has their mental toughness in order, they're very neat and organized and, just has all these areas in life that they're working on in order, and you're following them and you're watching them, you're going to probably do the same thing because that's what you're seeing as like a good thing. Now, granted, some people don't want to be that way. They don't want good credit scores. They want poor finances. They want poor health. They want, be mentally weak, all these things, which is really sad because those are all those things that really, like, in order to get through life, I feel like you need to have all those areas covered. All of them need to be worked on. And I listened to these. I can't pronounce his name, but I'll come back to it later. But one of the things in this interview that was being said was the guy was talking about like your car being dirty. Okay. And it's so crazy because I bring this stuff up all the time to my students. It's just a habit for me to look into people's cars. Now I'm not like, but I'll glance as I walk through the parking lot, and if I'm passing through a car, I'll look and see. You see clothes, wrappers, mess, just a mess. Like just a very unorganized, sloppy inside of a vehicle says a lot about a person. It means they're unorganized. It means they're not neat. They're not a clean person. They're messy. So that would mean that other areas are that way. That means their house is probably messy. Their sink is full of dishes. Their bathrooms are dirty. Their living room's a mess. Their beds aren't fixed. Their clothes aren't ironed or at least thrown in the dryer with a downy sheet to get some of the wrinkles out. Their hair isn't combed or fixed, and they're not shaved or have their, it's all of those things. It's all of those things because they all matter. So I model individuals that are neat, that are organized, that do have really good credit scores, that have real estate, that have, good health and take care of their bodies inside and out, mental toughness. I model myself after so many different people. It'd be just basically everyone that I kind of talk to you guys about on these episodes. I share their thoughts or the things that they say. I'm just sharing them with you guys because these are the people that I model after. These are the people that when I wake up every day and I open up my phone and I'm going to YouTube, Instagram, whatever, this is where I'm getting my information from. It's who I'm modeling. It's who I'm trying to be, or trying to at least stay in that atmosphere of trying to be, so it's very important because I feel like some people just obviously have some bad mentors. They have some people that they're following, or just they're trying to fit in somewhere where they really shouldn't fit in, or they just can't say no. They just can't say, hey, I'm not doing that tonight or this weekend, or I don't want to stay out that late, or I don't want to eat those foods, or I don't want to whatever, and I think it's very important to lead by example and to put yourself in a position to where you can help other people, because that's what I'm trying to do. I was talking to one of my students yesterday, and it was a pretty tough conversation because they were telling me how a family member recently just passed away because their health really was pretty poor. It was bad, and they were pretty young, and it's very tough to watch that. I've seen that personally a lot, to watch someone, deteriorate slowly in front of you and then just pass away at an early age, all because of a lack of all the things that I just said. They just didn't want to take care of their bodies. They didn't want to take care of how they ate and work out and exercise and just do some basic things to just keep their bodies in good health. And so eventually their body shut down and said, enough's enough, and it's time to leave this earth, and that's it, And so why I say the things that I say is because I do want people to model these things, because these things are good things. Taking care of your health is a good thing. It's a trickle-down effect. If you're taking care of yourself, physically and mentally, your family members or your friends around you are going to do the same thing eventually. Because eventually they're seeing the progress that you're making. They're seeing the confidence, the self-esteem, the way you walk around and carry yourself. It's just better than where you're at. And all why? Because of the things that you're doing. So other people will start to model you. And that's a good thing if you're doing the right things. And you should want to do that. So like I was telling one of my students yesterday, because he records his workouts and he posts his workouts. He posts his jiu-jitsu training sessions, like post-training. He'll actually post the actual training and do a little interview after, or talk a little bit after the jiu-jitsu training. Then he'll post his weight training sessions, and then talk a little bit after that, how he feels. He's sweating. He's got sweat on his shirt. It's a good thing. And a lot of people get pissed off about that because like they know they should be doing those things, they're just not doing them. So those are the kind of people that they get pissed off about that, they get upset. But people like me, I feed off of that. I open up my phone, I got one of my students out there just getting after it, sweating, working out, lifting weights, and maybe I'm sore, tired, beat up. You know, it's just, I'm not really feeling it. But then it's like, how can I not work out when, you know, one of my guys or one of the ladies I know that, you know, from the school are getting after it and they're working out. That feeds me energy. It feeds the fuel to just like, hey man, just get out of your own way. Get out of your own head. You know you need to work out today. You're supposed to work out today. Your student's working out today. Your student's training today. So then do what you're supposed to do. And you need those things around you. You need these models around you. So who are you modeling yourself after? You know, pay attention to who you follow and to who you watch. You know, make sure you're trying to be around people that are they got their things, their stuff in order. You know, I hear these things every now and then, or you kind of read these things about jiu-jitsu instructors like they shouldn't be giving advice, or they're only good for just to share their jiu-jitsu knowledge, and that's it. And I'd call BS on that, you know, because now for some, I wouldn't follow some, because why? There are jiu-jitsu instructors out there that are overweight and they don't take care of their health, they don't eat right, they don't really train, they don't really, man, I know these people personally. I know them personally. They don't roll with their students, they don't do all these things. And they don't have a lot of other things in order either. They just trained some jiu-jitsu and then got a black belt and that's it. But as far as like these other areas in life, it's a wreck, okay? But for me, being in a leadership position, being the main guy that people come to see, these things have to be in order. And it's a motivating factor to keep them in order so that I can help the other people that are around me, that are listening to me, because I say these things and I'm doing them. People see me do these things, you know. I look out the window to my left here and like the front yard, so it's green, okay? My neighbor's yards, and I live in an HOA. I live in a very nice, you know, neighborhood. Their grass is already turning yellow. Some of these people down the street don't even really cut their grass. My neighbor doesn't even cut his grass. I haven't seen him cut his grass in probably 2 months. I don't even know how they get away with that with the HOA. But anyways, I'm not going to model that guy. What I'm going to model is when I walk my dog in the neighborhood and I'm like, man, that's a really nice yard, man. Look at this landscape. Look at the grass. It's all nice and neat. So I pay a guy, come by once a week to cut my yard. And if he gets sick or something happens, then I'll go out and cut it. But I feed it a lot of organic things that I researched and did. And so I got one of the greenest yards still in this block, on this street that I live on. My car, my truck, it's very clean, very neat. It's washed every week and it's cleaned out once a week. The house, everything matters. The school, you come into the school, I get on the office staff, you know, hey, people walk in, this is the first thing they see. This area, this space has to look organized, has to look neat, has to look clean. You guys have to look clean. You got to have your polos on, you got to have your appearance matters, the school matters, everything matters. Who are you modeling yourself after? Pay attention to that. Again, I'm preaching over and over again about these credit scores. If your credit isn't right, you're not working on these things, you're setting yourself up for failure. You know, it matters. Your car, like today is a beautiful day outside. It's going to be about 78 degrees. You're not going to see me rolling down the street with bird boo-boo all on my windshield or on the side of my truck, rims all dirty, like I said, wrappers, stuff stuck in between the seats. That's not how I am. That's not who I am as a person. That's not who I model. I don't want anyone to model anything like that, so I don't be that way. All right, so it's good stuff. Just some stuff that I wanted to share. I was just working out earlier and I'm listening to a new video, and the guy was just like, who are you modeling yourself after? In a very strong tone. And then he goes on about the spiel pretty much like what I just did. And it was just very, very good stuff, effective stuff. It's something to think about, because if you're not conscious about who you're following and modeling yourself after, take a look around. Take a look around your space. Go look in your car today. Go look in your sink. Go look at your bed, your bedroom, your living room. You know, go look at the way you look. You know, I haven't seen a student was kind of missing for a little bit. And when he showed up, I didn't really recognize him because his hair grew out and he didn't shave in a couple of weeks. Like I could just tell. And I'm like, whoa, man, like you've been in a cave somewhere, man. Like, some people might take offense to that, but care about this guy, care about his appearance. He should care about his appearance. I'm like, man, take some time, clean yourself up, man. Shave, man, you're going to feel a lot better about yourself. There's no way you don't. There's no way you don't feel better about yourself if you're not tidying up and looking good. You look good, you feel good, you do good. I hear that phrase all the time. Totally believe in that. Totally believe in that. Anyways, guys, got to go. Catch you guys on the next one. We'll see you.